Funke, watch the hem. If you scratch this lace, Segun will have a heart attack. He had this flown in from Austria just for today. I'm being careful, Tola. I've been careful my whole life. It's funny. The fabric is so heavy, I don't know how you're even breathing. She's breathing billionaire air, Funke. Let her enjoy it. Tola, Omo, you have really blown, no? From sharing one mattress in the hostel to this? It feels like a dream. Sometimes I look at Segun and wonder what I did to deserve this kind of grace. Grace is just luck that hasn't run out yet. Don't worry, Tola. Everyone gets what they deserve eventually. The difference between a best friend and a bitter enemy is often just a bank balance. For Funke, every stitch in Tola's gold dress felt like a needle in her own heart. While Tola prepared to fly to Paris, Funke was wondering if her mother would survive the week in a world that smelled of bleach and hopelessness. 1 yard of this lace could pay for the oxygen. 2 yards could pay for the surgery. And she has 12 yards on her body, and she's just using it to dance. It's time. The convoy is moving. Tola, you look acceptable. Remember, tonight isn't just a wedding. It's a merger. Don't embarrass me. I won't, Segun. I promise. He doesn't love her, Eberi. Look at his eyes. He's looking at her like a car he just bought. Love is for people who can afford to be poor, Funke. In this circle, we trade in respect. Now let's go. The hall was a sea of purple and gold. To the world, it was the celebration of a union. To Funke, it was the perfect cover. In the chaos of the drums and the falling naira, a person can lose many things: a wallet, a shoe, or a piece of their destiny. Funke, why are you just standing there? Dance now. I'm watching the dress, Ebere. The train is getting stepped on. I need to get closer to hold it up. Funke, you finally came to dance. I love you, girl. Best friends forever. Yes, Tola, forever. Funke leaned in, as if to whisper a secret, but her hand stayed low, buried in the shimmering gold folds. The music hit a bass drop that shook the floor, swallowing the sound of the metal teeth meeting the silk. It's mine now. The rain is pouring in the slums of Barika. Funke arrives in the specialist hut, shivering. The old man doesn't look at her. He is busy staring. What will become her undoing? I have it. The gold lace. Now tell me, when does my life change? When does the money start? Ha 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 ha. You young ones, always looking at the clock. The swap is not a bank transfer, girl. It is a slow leak. You took her scent, her luck, and her skin. The universe will now move to correct the error. What error? That wasn't part of the deal. And this mark on my arm, it's itching. Is it supposed to grow like this? The pattern must complete itself before the owner can be identified. Go home, girl. Wait for the correction to find you. Although confused, Funke left with the guarantee that her life was about to change for the better. Forgetting the warning immediately she stepped out of the specialist's hut. Well, you know what they say. Pride comes before a great fall. Funke wakes up the next morning to her phone ringing. She sees Eberi's name flash across the screen. Eberi, what's going on? Funke, it's Tola. She woke up and started screaming that she couldn't see her own face in the mirror. And Segun, he just ignored her. He took his bags and left for the office like nothing happened. Segun blocked the gate. He says no one is allowed in or out. He looks different, Funke. He looks younger, faster. It's scary. Segun, what are you doing here? Tola is resting, but I couldn't stop thinking about you, Funke. The way you looked at the wedding, you were the real star of that hall. I think I made a mistake marrying the wrong friend. You're crazy, Segun. We barely talked yesterday. I've always been a man of fast decisions. This is for you, my dear. A small apology for not noticing you sooner. And why not? You deserve the best. Let me show you what the life you've always dreamed of really looks like. Okay, Segun. Okay. But back in the mansion, Tola is wandering the halls in her silk pajamas. She walks past a mirror and screams. In the mirror, there is nothing. No reflection. Just a blank space where she should be. She runs into the kitchen. I'm gone, Ebere. I'm not here. I can feel my heart beating, but the world can't see me. As Tola faded into a ghost in her own home, Funke was sitting in a 5-star restaurant, drinking wine that cost more than her mother's surgery. She felt the gold mark on her arm pulse with heat every time Segun touched her hand. As Funke returned home, dizzy from the wine and Segun's charm, she once again put on the watch he gave her. But this time, as the clasps clicked shut, the metallic lace pattern on her arm flared a bright, sickly silver. The watch. This watch is tight too. And it's getting tighter and tighter and She looked at the back of the watch. Inscribed in the metal wasn't a brand name, but a single line of 2 letters. Ku, the Yoruba word for death. Outside her window, Segun was still parked, watching with a smile that never reached his eyes. He wasn't a lover. He was a trapper. And he had just set a trap that his prey had fallen.
It's not enough. Why is it never enough? I have the watch, the car, the house, but I'm still hungry.
You look beautiful today, Funke. The gold suits you. But the specialist says the merger needs to be finalized. We are going to the family altar tonight.
The altar? You said we were going to Dubai for the honeymoon.
The altar is their honeymoon. It's where the protector meets the protected. Don't be late.
As Funke was being drawn deeper into the trap, reality was fracturing back at the estate. Tola's descent into a non-physical entity had reached its absolute limit, shifting her from a helpless victim into a volatile, vengeful spirit. And Ebere was about to be forced out of the sidelines. Tola, is that you? I can't see you, but I can feel you. You're cold. So cold. The lace. Ebere. She took the grace. Funke. But she's my friend. She said you were just sick and resting. She's supposed to be helping you. Altars. Segun. Blood. Ebere, run! The truth is a heavy burden, but panic is a fast driver. Seeing her friends slipping away into a darkness she barely understood, Ebere chose her weapon. The narrative was shifting now, leaving the urban luxury of Lagos behind for the oppressive isolation of the bush. A grim reminder that stolen tokens of wealth can easily manifest as instruments of confinement. Segun, this isn't the way to the airport. Why are we in the bush? Stop the car. Let me out. The debt doesn't live in the city, Funke. It lives in the roots. You wanted the crown, remember? You prayed for it. Open this door. Segun, let me out. The crown is heavy, Funke. It needs a neck to sit on. And just like that, as Segun locked the doors, ambition became her physical chain. At the heart of the forest lay the brutal truth of the spiritual economy. Segun was never just a wealthy tycoon operating in isolation. He was an agent of a generational debt that required a fresh vessel every 7 years to sustain a financial empire. Funke was never a victor. She had been meticulously hunted for her intense jealousy. The new vessel has arrived. Segun, you have done well. This one has much fire and hunger than the last. The spirits will be highly pleased. What vessel? What spirit? I paid you. I gave you Tola's gold lace. We had a deal. The lace was just the invitation card, foolish girl. You are the meal. Segun, please, help me. My family's wealth requires a sacrifice every 7 years, Funke. Tola was almost empty. Her light was spent. But you brought so much fresh, beautiful envy. You will keep the money flowing for a decade. But the spirits of the wronged do not sleep quietly. The final transaction was about to be violently interrupted. Stop! Funke, look at what your greed has done. A single snip to sever the past. A single act to break the cycle. Or so it seemed. They say the curse of the Aso-Ebi is a spell woven into fabric, but the truth is far more sinister. It is a hunger for status, a desperate need to be seen, an unyielding ambition. And that hunger always finds a new vessel. You were always the smartest of the three, Ebere. You knew exactly when to cut the cord and let the weak fall. A crown needs a neck, Segun. And I have always had a very strong neck. Well, you know what they say. The game doesn't end. The players just get smarter.